Hey Ryan, this is Todd with Baseball Think Tank. So this is footage from your game the other day. You were 89-91. Overall, not bad. I think the couple times you gave up a couple of bleeding hits, and then one kid hit the ball hard. The one hit came after you fell behind in the count. He was sitting fastball, and the reason I saw you missing high basically comes down to timing. And I want to show you this right here at landing. Okay, you see how your body's going into landing. If we look at this, okay, so if you just focus on the hip area, if we focus on the front knee, I want you to see how the timing of you getting into landing, we're still getting a lot of drift right there. Okay, so you see how your hips are collapsing down, which is preventing you from rotating through at that point. In other words, the weight is still stuck back here in the back. Okay, and it's not getting to the front hip at landing, which would allow true rotation. You're going to see your rotation occur now. All right, and all that is the timing of coming down the mound, riding the back hip down the mound, landing on a solid front side. There's that much collapse, which is causing the arm slot to be, the arm's coming underneath and we're releasing the ball high. So to show you how minute the move is, okay, so if that's the problem, there's something back here causing it. I want you to focus on your back hip on leg kick. So we get to right there, and remember, we want to initiate movement towards home plate on leg kick. Okay, that doesn't have to be fast. I don't want you to confuse that with just flying down the mound at this point, but there has to be consistent, continued movement towards home plate. And if I get the timing right here, 2.10. Okay, I want you to see how on leg kick your back hip goes nowhere for about 2/10 of a second. Okay, now it starts going. Okay, but then we're at that point and we start rotating. Okay, so imagine if we had 2/10 of a second. Okay, and I'm assuming you can see the timer down here, but 2/10 of a second more movement at that point, you would be 2/10 of a second further down the mound. You would be 2/10 of a second forward there, without making any more changes to the upper body. You're going to be stable at landing. You're going to be able to rotate through, staying on top of the ball, and being much more consistent down in the zone. So, the simple answer is, as you're going into leg kick, make sure the back hip continues to move and doesn't stall out right there. That little hesitation and back hip movement, and then you're just simply swinging open at that point. If we had been, like I say, 2/10 further down the mound before that rotation initiates, you're fine. The ball's down in the zone, your velocity's up 2 to 3 miles an hour. Makes all the difference in the world. So very little change is going to make a huge difference for you. When you were down in the zone, you were great. So I would focus on that, and I would, dare say once you get that consistent command, you're fine. All right. Hope that helps, man. Keep working on it. Good job, and good to see you.